playing the Oklahoma City Thunder is an absolute gauntlet. I just finished watching Game 4 of them playing against the Minnesota Timberwolves. And quite frankly, I feel bad for Minnesota and Anthony Edwards because there is no shortage of bodies that they were throwing at Ant, and it was just elite defender after elite defender. You could not get switches and have an advantage. And if you did, good luck with Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren being at the rim. They are absolutely dominant. They are faster than you. They are more locked in than you. They don't have the experience, but they've got more skill, more versatility, and more energy. Anthony Edwards may be 23 years old, but he is getting absolutely cooked by his fatigue. All of the versatile looks that they're sending his way. They call the defense that Lou Dort plays the Dorcher Chamber. You go and you see what happens when Anthony Edwards is essentially out of the game for almost the entirety of it. And you see him walking, you see him out of breath, you see his body language that is telling you that he is absolutely gassed. It has to make you appreciate guys like Steph, Braun, KD, and the list of those elite guys goes on, because they legitimately, they're on another level when it comes to their fitness. Anthony Edwards, as much time as he's spending in the gym, it seems like he needs to work on his cardio, because you need to be able to ascend to another level. That is the difference between you winning a championship and really being considered the guy. And you just don't see superstars kind of disappear in the way that Anthony Edwards did, and has throughout some of his other playoff experiences. There will be times where you go looking for him in an entire half of basketball and he's walking lackadaisical because he's just simply out of breath. So that needs to be a major hallmark of his off-season training here, because ultimately what you saw tonight is really the Oklahoma City Thunder showing that they are in the upper echelon, not only of these playoffs, but the league. This is a team that won 68 games, and you do sometimes see them have these lapses with these huge deficits to both Denver and now Minnesota. Last game, I think losing by 41 or 42 points. This is a team that's still learning, but one of the things that captivates me the most about this team is the fact that they don't know what they don't know, right? They're young, they're ambitious, they've got a potentially the best player in the league, if not top 5 player in the league in Shai. Now you've got supplemental offense and defense coming from Holmgren and Williams. Looks like Jalen Williams has stepped into his own at 34 points. I mean, the guy who's quieted the noise from the previous playoff series this year and last year, where people questioned if this guy could be one of the future building blocks of this franchise and ultimately a star. And I think he's proved a lot of people wrong tonight who questioned that. The thing that captivates me the most about this Oklahoma City Thunder team is the fact that they do everything together. They interview after the game together. They hype each other up. There is no ego when it comes to the top 3 guys in Holmgren, Williams, and Shai just basking and lifting their brothers up. It's not something you see every day. Think about the last time you watched Tatum or Steph or Braun do a group interview after every single playoff game. That's what I've seen from the Oklahoma City Thunder, and quite frankly, they seem to be built different. There is no conversation, as far as I'm concerned, with the lack of experience. They have now kicked out a team that has hung a banner in the Denver Nuggets. The Timberwolves, in their previous 2 series, look like they might be the best team in the entire playoffs. And Oklahoma City they seem to be playing pretty comfortably with them. They have these incredible game plans, coaching staff, leadership, absolutely no ego, totally smooth. Quintessential leader. He might be slightly older than these guys, but they look up to him, and it's so impressive to see what they've built there. I have been a fan of Presti since he made that cringy "scared money don't make none" quote, and he was right. They still have an abundance of draft picks that they don't seem to be missing on historically. Remember, this is a team that had Kevin Durant, James Harden, and Russell Westbrook, and drafted all of them. I think it's only a matter of time before they are the ones hanging the banner, and SGA has something in his trophy cabinet beyond just the scoring title and the MVP. This is an absolute dream season that I cannot wait to see him build on. We often are having these conversations about who is the next face of the league, and a lot of people want to tap Ant Edwards as that guy, but SGA is making his way in those conversations. The guy's got no character issues, got no off the court things. His dudes in the locker room love him. Coaches rave about the guy. I just don't have a negative thing to say about the future of the NBA, and I am looking forward to every step of it. This has been the most fun NBA playoffs that I can remember, and I just keep soaking it in. As always, appreciate you stopping by. Apologies for the long layoff. As you can see, we've got new digs, as they say. Completely new house, cross country. We are here. We are in the hometown of Tampa. It's official, and I'm gonna keep pumping this content out. Appreciate you stopping by, dropping a video about the Knicks, Jalen Brunson, and the absolute mayhem that has been the Pacers and Knicks series. Thanks for tuning in. Hit the like, hit subscribe to help support the channel. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time.